Welcome back to XASCAR, round number 2 from Vancouver International Speedway, the dirt track version of this amazing track. And we got Group 1 lined up, ready to go, waiting for the command to get things rolling here. See if round 2 is another thriller, just like Richmond from a couple weeks ago, to kick things off. We go dirt racing.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there's the command. We go dirt racing for 4 straight weeks. Vancouver starts them all. On poles, NASCAR IndyCar with Lucky Rowdy. Out for the front row. Then you have the 32 of David Bailey with the 49 Jason Albert. Row 3's Caleb Rose and Roberto Crown Jr. And then Kyle Morris and Noah Dwister round out the field for group number 1. 25 laps is the distance. The halfway bonus points will kick in at the completion of lap 13. As a round turn 4, we're going green at Vancouver. Ooh, oh, looked like near contact for the 48 and the 5 there as they came off turn 4 for the first time. Down the back straightaway, it's NASCAR IndyCar with the clear lead now. David Bailey now moves into seconds. Looks like he's got a challenge for the lead. NASCAR IndyCar comes down, now realizes he's there. Down the front straightaway, here comes Roberto Crown Jr. to 21, looking to make something happen for the St. Louis Battlehawks. NASCAR IndyCar, if you remember last time at Richmond, did not get a good showing. He's looking to turn that around for his team for this race. And IndyCar still leads as we head into turns 1 and 2. Roberto Crown Jr. and the 32 of David Bailey side by side for second. Crown gets by Bailey. He'll now look underneath IndyCar for the race lead. Behind them, side by side with Lucky Rowdy, Caleb Rose, and Jason Albert as we head into turns 1 and 2. Rowdy on the outside, Rose and Albert looking low. Albert's trying to find that third groove way down on the bottom to make it a 3-wide battle. Caleb Rose gets a huge run through the corners. He'll pick up 4th and looking for 3rd as we head down the front straightaway. NASCAR IndyCar still holding off the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. as they head off quarter number 2. Down the back straightaway, still side by side as they go through 3 and 4. IndyCar goes up high, but he gets the run off the corner. David Bailey holds on to 3rd while Caleb Rose will settle for 4th. The 49 of Jason Albert rides in the 5th position. Lucky Rowdy back in 6th, Twister in 7th, and Kyle Morris rounds out the field. Jason Albert got a little bobbled up. He's going to lose ground on the 32 of David Bailey and the 84 of Caleb Rose. You could basically throw a blanket amongst the top 3. Would say top 4, but Caleb Rose needs to reel in the 32 just a bit more. Here we go, side by side for the lead. Once again, Roberto Crown Jr. to the inside of IndyCar, going down the front straightaway as we complete lap number 8. Caleb Rose in the 84 looking to do something here for the Seattle Dragons home track. Roberto Crown Jr. still to the inside, trying to find a way to get around the 48 for the lead through turns 1 and 2. He's going to look to the inside this time, down the back straightaway. Does IndyCar have anything to respond back? Roberto Crown Jr. gets a huge run, but IndyCar holds him off on the outside. It seems like that's where the run is going to be, is getting that outside lane to work coming off the corner. as they're distancing themselves from the 32 of Bailey and the 84 of Caleb Rose. Jason Albert trying to catch back up in the 49 machine. Meanwhile, here comes Twister, the number 30. He's caught up to the 5 of Lucky Rowdy. See if he can get some more points for the New York Guardians. But here we go. Roberto Crown Jr. has now taken over the race lead finally. He'll lead lap number 12. NASCAR IndyCar still a lot better showing here at Vancouver than what happened from Richmond. But here we go. That halfway point completes now with Roberto Crown Jr. with the lead. NASCAR IndyCar second. Bailey, Rose, Albert, Twister, Rowdy, and Kyle Morris completing the field. We could do a little bit of crank it up session there for a tad bit, but here we go. Nose to tail between Caleb Rose, Jason Albert, and Noah Twister now. Twister finding some speed here towards the second half of this race. Down the front straightaway. What's he got for the 49 of Jason Albert? As we go through turns 1 and 2, Albert hanging on to spot number 5. Now he's going to look underneath the 84 of Caleb Rose going into turn number 3. Can't really get a good look underneath as Caleb Rose got a huge run on the outside that time. Meanwhile, the battle for second, David Bailey now takes over second off turn number 2 from the 48 of NASCAR IndyCar. Bailey gonna look to see about making some noise here for the Dallas Renegades as they had a somewhat decent showing at Richmond. And Roberto Crown Jr. all of a sudden slow as here comes David Bailey about ready to pass him with ease. Down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Roberto Crown Jr. trying to put up a fight, but David Bailey to the outside looking for the race lead. He had the lead across the line just barely, but Roberto Crown Jr. is going to hold him off through turn number 2. And down the back straightaway they go. Jason Albert, whoa, Caleb Rose and Albert make contact. Albert had a huge run. Caleb Rose came down low, a little too quick. And Albert once again side by side going into turn number 3. Caleb Rose on the outside, holding off the 49 of Albert. Once again, the battle for second. IndyCar looking for that spot back as we come off corner number 2. He's got it by about half a car with just under 5 to go. We're heading now to 4 laps remaining. Roberto Crown Jr. still leads in the number 21 car after IndyCar now takes over second, but Bailey's going to fight hard on the outside. And the number 32 down the back straightaway. They're right on the bumper of Roberto Crown Jr. Here comes IndyCar to the inside. He'll take over second. He's not going to look for the race lead here with 3 laps remaining. IndyCar and his group from Richmond finished dead last after an incident. He could pull off the win here at Vancouver, but David Bailey had a better run that time, so Bailey takes over second. Roberto Crown Jr. still continues to lead with those 2 battling behind him. IndyCar to the inside for second. Try going for the lead, but Roberto Crown Jr. with the block. White flag in the air one more time for group number 1. Roberto Crown Jr. and the number 21 trying to hang on to that race lead as we go down the back straightaway. Turns 3 and 4, final time. Roberto Crown Jr. just throws the block and he'll pick up the win. Second's going to be NASCAR IndyCar. David Bailey for third. Twister goes up to 4th. Caleb Rose and Jason Albert Lucky Rowdy and Kyle Morris will complete the field for group number 1. So group 2 will be coming up next here at Vancouver. Alrighty, so group number 2 for XASCAR here at Vancouver. Looking for a sweep this time around is the St. Louis Battlehawks. As we have Alpha D-Man and James Honeycutt front row, JC and Alan Willoughby row 2, Nathan Orman, Anthony Hurd row 3, Danny Steele and Robbie Steele. The brothers will share row number 4. Group 2, again, 25 laps. The halfway bonus points come in at the completion of lap 13.
Drivers, start your engines.
And command to fire the engines as we get ready to roll off another 25 laps here at Vancouver. Next race will be Friday at Volusia. As we continue our dirt swing here. So here we go, pace car pulls off. They are ready to go racing as we come off corner number 4. Green flags in the air. Group 2 underway. Shot out of a cannon is Alan Willoughby in the number 15. He's going to take second. Going to see if he can get the race lead from the 9 of Alpha D-Man through turns 1 and 2. First time. Well, not really first time, but still. Here comes JC in the 97. He's going to look to the inside behind Alpha. They're all side by side amongst the rest of the field here. And here comes JC in the 97 looking for the race lead as we go down the back straightaway heading into turn number 3. JC looking to help the Battlehawks sweep the racing action here at Vancouver, but Alpha D-Man hangs on to the outside and holds on to the lead. Here comes JC to the inside. Once again, Alan Willoughby's right there. So is Nathan Orman and James Honeycutt through 3 and 4. And Alpha tried throwing a block, but JC was already there off turn number 4. Again, the outside lane's going to be the key for coming off the corners. And JC's going to bobble up. Here we go, 3 wide. Nathan Orman's going to check up from that one. It may have costed him a little bit, but he's going to gain some ground. Once again, their top 6 side by side is Anthony Hurd in the 33, just watching from 7th. Danny Steele, or Robbie Steele actually, and the number 7. Unfortunately, rounding up the field at the moment, but if he does anything like his teammate from the first group, he'll have a late run at this, but being that the top 6 have been side by side and nose to tail so far with 7 laps complete. Alpha D-Man still continuing to lead. JC to the inside, looking for the race lead. Alan Willoughby trying to push to the 9 of Alpha D-Man. He's going to get it off the corner that time. Alpha holds on. JC in the 97 to the inside for second, with Willoughby in the outside in third. JC and Alpha once again side by side, but Alpha just has that outside lane covered coming off the corner. Turn 2, JC might have something this time as we head down the back straightaway. Once again, JC gets the run in turn 3, but can't get the run off 4. Orman and Honeycutt have now backed off. So it's now so what was 6 eventually went to 5, and now we're down to 3. Anthony Hurd, the number 33, is going to try to see if he can run down the 12 of Danny Steele, but Danny Steele got a huge run there. Meanwhile, James Honeycutt in front of the 12 is trying to get around the 24 of Orman as we go through 1 and 2. Orman goes up high. That opens the door for Honeycutt as we go into the turn number 3. Honeycutt looking down low. Will he pick up the spot here? Not just yet. JC falls back to third as Alan Willoughby is now your new race leader as we go around turns 1 and 2. Your halfway bonus is going to be coming right here as Willoughby, Alpha, JC, Nathan, Honeycutt, Danny Steele, Anthony Hurd, and Robbie Steele complete the field here. JC to the inside of Alpha, looking to take second. Now he's going to try to challenge for the race lead down the back straightaway. Alpha's going to try to see if he can make it 3 wide. 10 laps to go this time by. Willoughby still hanging on. Alpha got the run on the outside once again, putting JC back to third. A little bit of a gap between Alpha and JC that time. And Alpha's going to look to the inside of Willoughby going into turn number 3. JC did not get the good run through the corners that time. Nose to tail behind them is Orman and Honeycutt still battling it out. As Danny Steele, Anthony Hurd, and Robbie Steele are all gapped out behind the top 5. And Alpha takes the lead back off corner number 4 from the 15 of Willoughby. Alpha, new leaders. He's now trying to gap himself from the 15 of Willoughby. Nathan Orman trying to pull away from the 43 of Honeycutt. Danny Steele now has a run. See if he may have something for the Honeycutt 43 machine. Orman's going to try to see if he can reel in the 97 of JC. But JC's trying to run down the 15 of Willoughby. Alpha D-Man and the number 9 continuing to lead off turn number 2. GC trying to run down, but hey, 3-car battle behind them. Nathan Orman, James Honeycutt, and Danny Steele here. This is 4th, 5th, and 6th battling going on right here. Honeycutt in the 43, Danny Steele in the 12. 24 of Nathan Orman. Meanwhile, behind them, Anthony Hurd and Robbie Steele going to be battling out for 7th and 8th. And now JC falling back, so that 3-car battle is now starting to turn into a 4-car battle. And Alan Willoughby's falling back, so this is going to be a 5-car battle. James Honeycutt looking to try to shoot out of a cannon once again. Down the front straightaway, he's looking at third. by a tire, but JC's going to try to fight back off turn number 2. Alpha still continues to lead in that number 9 car as he's going to come around turns 3 and 4, looking at the white flag, 1 lap to go. Alan Willoughby gets a run off corner number 4. He holds on to second. Can he run down the 9 of Alpha D-Man for the lead? Off turn number 2, he's got a huge run down the back straightaway, side by side in turns 3 and 4. Checker flag is in the air, and I believe Alpha D-Man just got a good run to win. Alan Willoughby second. Honeycutt, JC, Nathan Orman, Danny Steele, Anthony Hurd, and Robbie Steele will complete the field. Point standings from points earned from this race and current point standings after 2 rounds will be finishing off this video. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the racing action. We'll be back Friday for round 3 of XASCAR at Volusia.